Hello, greetings, and welcome back, fellow stationeers. We are back on Mimas. It is day 11, I think. Yes, day 11, and I have done a little bit of mining. Yes, I need to make the mid-tier alloys. That's Invar Constantan. I was able to find some nickel. I literally had to go mining for pretty much 2 days straight. At least that's what it felt like. And yeah, we are okay. Now, if I stand here in the shade of the sun, I should be able to manipulate the ices okay. Let's see. Yes, that's okay. And, oh, I'm going to need to vent that first. Should have done that before. All right, so I can make 100... of each, and we'll do Invar first because that one is the difficult one. Right, I should put the 7 in there because I don't want to get it confused. And open my mining backpack. Right, let's see. Ingots. Invar. Minimize it. Put it up there. Make it a little bit smaller. Scroll down. So that's iron and nickel. Click on that one. So we're good. So iron and nickel. No. We'll do 2 iron. So I'll be able to make 200 of each. Now we need to hit 1.2 to 1.5 thousand Kelvin at no more, or between 18 and 20 megapascals. So, how much stuff do we need? I don't know. I did do it, I fluked it once, but I can't remember what I did. So, I'm going to do 12 and 6. And because I don't know if my hand will be in the sunshine when I get in front of the furnace, I'll put them in here, and that way I can just drag them in. Whoops, no. Oh, that's good enough. So I'll put the 6 in, put the 12 in, hit the blow up button, and throw the stuff in. Right, so throwing in the ores will cool the furnace down, and it will also increase the pressure. But it probably is going to be too much of both. So we will see. Right, so it's already over pressure, and it is over temperature. Okay, now to cool it down, I could throw in some more oxide. That will increase the pressure a little. Let's see. Let me go get the Atmo analyzer. And see if we've got an excess of volatiles in there. Only a little. Well, it's all burning off. And it is cooling down about 2 degrees a second. Right, so we're not that far removed from temperature, so I shall let off a little pressure. And I'm going to throw in 5 oxides. Okay, that's almost there. Right, just has to drop down a little bit, and there we go. Invar. Okay, now Constantan is copper and nickel, and that has to be any temperature as long as it's over 1,000. So should be okay. Let's put this in. This is going to bump the pressure up straight away, and hopefully it won't cool down too much. Right, so, and I want a couple of copper. Right, so it's the right pressure, the right temperature. Golden. Okay. Well, that was easy. Right, not certain what else I need, so I'm just going to leave the furnace as is for the moment. She'll probably come back and smelt some of the basic ores. But I'm going to wait and see exactly what I need, because I want to do the mods. Want to get the printers upgraded. Okay, so the electronics printer mod needs steel, electrum and solder. There's my steel, there's my electrum, and there's my solder. Whee! Okay, so we've got one. Actually, what I will do, these little dregs I'm carrying, I should just get those smelted just to get them out of the way. It won't do too much to the temperature and pressure. I also built this little platform down here. This is where I'm going to do the gas processing, I think. And maybe run the pipes underneath, because the greenhouse will either be off the end here or off to this side. Thinking about it, I'll probably do the greenhouse off the end and then build some kind of rudimentary habitat along here. I may actually build up. I don't know. I'm absolutely terrible when it comes to designing stuff. Play a lot of Space Engineers as well, and in that game, all my craft basically have no armor on them. They have no shape. They're just the functional blocks welded together, and that's it. If it works, it works. It doesn't have to look pretty. I try to make things look pretty, but I fail so badly that makes me not want to continue, or not want to continue trying to make them look nice. There's a lot of very skilled and talented designers in that game, and in this one as well. I mean, when it comes to bases, you've probably noticed I tend not to do that much in the way of cladding. For me, a finished base has some flooring so that you don't trip over the pipes all the time. Oh, right. Actually, we don't need that open any longer. What do I have in there? Not much. Right, that CO2 filter can go for a walk. But this one there, because they get used from the left, it seems. I could do something about cleaning up the oxygen. Probably should, but I really need to get the water stuff done. Okay, let's get the other printer mods. I'm pretty certain we have enough. Right, first one, always tool printer. And I'm sure you all know why. You can say it together. Heavy mining drill. Okay. Actually, what I can do in the meantime, I want an insulated tank. Well, I'm going to want more than one. See, copper and... oh, crap, all my steel's in the other one. And the copper. You know what, I could just make some more steel. Ooh, probably not. Fairly certain steel requires a higher temperature than I'll be able to keep. Yeah, 900k. By the time I get the resources in there, it will definitely cool down. But I'll get some more copper. I'll do 3 lots of copper, I think. Alright, so yeah, I need the steel. But first priority has to be the upgrades. Because also I want to get a turbo volume pump, and I'm fairly certain that is a tier 2 recipe. So you have to upgrade the Atmo printer before you can get the turbo volume pump. And there's no point putting the tank up there until I've got the turbo volume pump. Okay.
Hunger caution.
Whoops. Okay. Mod. Pipe bender. Heavy mining drill. Yeah, should be okay on that. I don't think we're going to be running out of solder. How are we doing fuel-wise? Chugging away. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that when I reloaded that the needle would be pointing the right way, but I think they, in the patch notes, they mentioned something about fixing or making some changes to the portable water tank valve, because that needle didn't work, and I think they may, in fixing that, they may have nerfed this one. That's my current thinking. Of course, it's possible one of the mods I have is interfering with it, but unlikely, to be honest. What else do I want from here that I could print? Well, yep, that and the other belt. Space pack I've already got. Sensor lenses, I'm pretty certain they require, yeah, the tier 3, what I regard as tier 3 alloys, the advanced ones, the ones you need the advanced furnace for. No, I'm not going to print the cat. I have enough cats at home, don't want one in the game. Okay, whoop. Stop. Right. And the last mod will be the auto lathe. And of course I can't really do anything else until I get the steel out of there. How is the furnace doing? Because I could probably do with making some more electrum. Yeah, well, I'm not going to bother reheating all that. So, do I have any gold? No, I don't. So it doesn't really matter. Do I have any lead? 18. Yeah. Not going to worry about that. Okay, while that's doing, let's get rid of the heavy breathing. Okay, more than halfway through our water. What are we doing pressure-wise in there? That's fine. Actually, what's the percentage? Oh, crap. 30% CO2. Yeah, probably should do something about that. Well, it's not a huge concern because we have the filters that we need. Okay, it just means the breathing gas doesn't go as far as you would normally want it to. Okay, so heavy mining drill. That always has to be the first because reasons. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some more steel because I'm down to 24 grams. Right, Invar solder. Solder. Invar. Also want to get the mining belts. Can't remember if they need iron or not. Right, so we want the Constantan is the missing one. That one. And we'll get the tool belt as well. Right. Doesn't have a battery in it anyway. Right, I'm going to keep this mining belt and I'm going to leave it just for the cooking ices, for want of a better phrase. Right, so tool belt. And it strikes me we're also at the point for the ritual painting of the tools. So that can go in there. Did I not print a spray can? I thought I had. Oh, no matter. Easily remedied. Okay, So, that is yellow. That is white. That is white. That is red. And that is green. There we go. All is now right with the world. Almost. Okay, what else do I want from here? I don't think I have a labeler yet. I could print another mining backpack. It's only 6 iron. All the fancy glasses require the tier 2 alloys. Although the good news is I have seen plenty of cobalt out there. Do we want to play with explosives? That is a very silly question. Of course we do. I'll just print a few of those. Don't know if they stack. Oh wow, they take a while to print up, don't they? Right, so it'll give me a lot of capacity. I'm just going to vent all of that. Yeah, I tried playing with these demolition charges on Venus. You have to be very, very careful when using these things on Venus. You throw it on the ground, you make a big crater, you think, oh, that's good, you go running up to the edge of it and you get sucked into your death. Fantastic clipping opportunity for YouTube videos, but I was not recording. I tend to stay away from the hot worlds. There's some key part of the gameplay that I have not yet mastered on the hot planets. Oh, it does stack. Excellent. Alright, we'll just get 3. Don't want to be greedy. Right, and of course... Ooh. Down to 10 grams of steel. Okay, I should probably make some more once this is empty. Right, so there's me cooking gases. What do I have? Let's see, how much iron and stuff do I have? I think you have to turn these on in order to read the contents. 30 iron, no iron, 67 iron. Yeah, oh my God, I've got a couple more down here. Right. Yeah, I think we'll make one more batch of steel. And then we'll just do a bunch of iron smelting. Alright, so it's closed. 10 and 20. Hit the ignite button. Yeah, the rest of this I'll just smelt. Not certain about the silver. I think the only real use for that at this stage would be medium filters. And I'm not too concerned with filters at the moment. I probably should be, but I'm not. That actually went up higher pressure than I thought it was going to. Okay, let's make these hundreds. Actually, what I should do just print one of these for the moment. That's 50. And that. I want to see if I can save all this gas, although it is cooling down. Dare I put any silver in there? Oop. TooBrutal lives over there. Yeah, it should be okay. Just make one lot of silver, just in case I decide to go with medium filters. Right. Insulated pipes. Two more. Actually, no, 5 will be enough, I think. Actually, let's get rid of that one as well. And temporarily, we'll have that like that. No. Right, this will just equalize the pressure fairly quickly, I would assume. Maybe not that quickly. Wow. That is slow. Because it's a straight pipe connection. And it's only 1,000 degrees now. Right. We need that turbo volume pump. Gold and electrum. Gold. I'm also going to need a bunch of cable. It looks like that's out of gas. Yep. That's it. Right, will I be able to get where I need to go? I guess I could come out this way. Let's see if I have enough. Yep. You do have to be careful with these volume pumps because they will chew through the power quite quickly. There we go, that direction. Yeah, and the more power, or the faster you make it work, the more power it draws. Not certain how fast I want to run that, but I must remember to come back and turn it off. Otherwise, big battery go bye-bye. Actually, silver can be mistaken for steel, so get it up and out of the way. Right, so that's out of copper, that's out of everything. Actually, that doesn't have anything in it at all, does it? No. So 41 copper there. Got 200, so that'll be enough for the time being. Okay, so atmospheric stuff. Oh, that'll do, I think. Yeah. We'll just let that little bit of gas sit in there. I don't think there'll be enough to burst any pipes. Plus they're insulated anyway, so we should be okay. Right, so we will need at least 2 atmospherics. Oh, That's not what I wanted to do. So I can print 2 of them. Add some more copper. Right, so I can now print 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to want a combustor and a filter. Combustor obviously to burn the fuel, and the steam to a filter to pull the steam out. Long term, I intend to run the steam and everything else through the Stirling engine, which I've not yet built, and that will be the first method of cooling. But for the first run through for water, we've only really got 4.5 bottles left. Without trading, that's all I got. So, right, and I think I'll do one for up here as well. I might actually attach another portable tank to that. Actually, I want to do another portable tank anyway. Until I get better power situation, I don't really want to be running ice crushers. So let's do another portable tank, but this one we'll do insulated. And this one we will use for breathing gas. Actually, we'll do 2. I'll do 1 for fuel as well. I don't know if it really needs to be insulated, but I'm gonna do so anyway. Now, when I was filling this one up, I had to put a little bit of this gas in it via this in order to melt the ices. Now, you don't have to. You can actually drop ices directly in there, and even though there's a vacuum in there, it will still melt them. Right, so 2 of these. It's actually the right colour. That's handy. But I don't have enough oxide. Right, that one I'll put away for the moment, just so it doesn't get confuddled with anything else. Right, I'm going to want an H2O filter. And a water filter. We'll just go with the cheap ones for the moment. And we'll go with an insulated water tank. Insulated liquid tank. Oops. Insulated liquid tank. It needs copper and silicon. Now, I wish the atmospherics stacked, but they do not any longer. Fairly certain they used to. Right, let's get this kind of out of the way. Alright, we're going to want some insulated liquid pipes and a bunch of valves and pipe, regular pipe. And we're going to need a load of cable too. The time has come 4 stackers. And how much cable do I have? Not enough. That's fine. I'm probably going to want to go beyond that one. Alright, so set them all at 100. Okay. Now, did I put the copper in there? Yeah, I did. Oh, and it was already on it. Excellent. Just print 2 stacks of cable. That'll be good. How much silicon do we have in here? Right, so I'm going to build the water stuff out of insulated pipes, because I can always add radiators to it afterwards if needs be. That's whoops. That is the theory. Right. Now I'm going to need to go and get some more ice. And it's an excuse to play with the heavy mining drill, which is always fun. We always want to play with the heavy mining drill. Right, so we'll put the small battery in the tracking beacon, turn it on, just in case I decide to go walkabout. Turn that off. And now the fun begins. Eee! Now, a while ago, there used to be a game mode where you could play on a planet called Lulan, I think it was, or Luan, something like that. And yeah, they start you off on with a spacesuit, or without a suit, and I think you get a backpack but no jetpack. And oh wow, I got way too much. That was just too much fun. Let's go get some more volatiles. Yeah, just a pickaxe. So no mining drill. And after I played that world for a little while, I swore I would never complain about the basic mining drill again. But I kind of do every time I use it. I think, I want my heavy drill. Now, theoretically I want twice as much of this, but I can't use anything like the quantity that I've picked up, so that's a little bit silly. But that will do for now. Let's get some more silicon. It just zips through the stuff. Such a joy to use this after struggling for the first little bit. Oh, look, an ingot. Should really play around one of the explosives, shouldn't I? Whoops. Yeah, what am I doing? I've got a mining backpack. Let's turn this off. Yeah, the Lulan world was quite a lot of fun. I mean, you had to basically scavenge old abandoned bases to find bits and pieces to repair other stuff that you found. But it was quite difficult, and the game got very, very laggy. It didn't like having all of the structures randomly dropping in. Like, the more you travelled, the more memory got used up, and it became a bit of a memory hog, to be honest. I don't even know if it's playable without using mods now. Wonder if I should also look for, let's just, damn, what the hell happened? Oh well, I'll have to walk around and hold it. How far away are we from the base? Oh, I brought the wrong bloody thing, didn't I? Oh well. At least I can navigate back using this. So 0, 0. Well, actually, I think I can see some lights on over there, so. How the hell did it end up all the way over there? That was particularly silly. Alright, so don't need to be carting these things around anyway. Maybe the game is telling me putting all the ingots down on the floor there is not such a good idea. Right, okay, let's... Oh, I'm going to need some basic pipes as well. I'm going to need a couple more than that. So, to build the atmospheric units. So, 2, 4, 6, 8 in total. And we've got 3 over there, so another 6 will do. Right. Well, let's put the mining charges away. Not tempting Providence. Right, so how are we going to work this? Left to right or right to left, or front to back, or... Let's do front to back and extend out that way.
Power
Yeah, power's always critical. Right, so H2 combustor. Where's the power switch? It's that way. Right, so we'll offset it. And we'll put it there. That's the liquid tank. That can go there. Did I not print up an insulated tank? Oh, I did, yeah. I used it over there, didn't I? Okay, let's do another one of them then. And we are short of silicon. And I've just realised that tank's going to be in the wrong place. Or is it? Yes, it is. Oh, never mind. I'll put the other tank above it, I think. Right, so we want a filter here. Also going to want a bunch more frames if I'm going to extend out that way. Right, so the output will come
hydration critical
out of here. Where do I want it crossing over? This way, I think. Okay, let's change this orientation to that. Right, so the output will go into the tank and then it can be filtered. This will... no, that is not right. That will not work. Actually, it will. I just have to redo the tanks. That's okay. Probably makes more sense to do it that way anyway. Right, so I'll have the water tank either up there or off to one side or something. So, yeah, I need another insulated tank. And I need a battery too. I'm also going to need more silicon, so let's see, temperature in there is damn it, I've had enough of this. Advanced tablet. Iron. Gold. Copper, steel, electrum and solder. Is that going to be enough steel? Yes.
hunger caution
Do I have anything in it? No. There's my electrum in there. Yeah, one of the mods I'm using also is the Better Tablet. It actually gives you 4 slots. And an IC housing. Not quite certain how you're supposed to use that, but it has some interesting potential for those who are not MIPS challenged in the way that I am. I mean, I can do basic stuff in MIPS, but the advanced stuff, you know, I watch Cows Are Evil do his thing, and I'm basically sitting in front of the screen drooling and dribbling like a complete idiot. Okay, so as you can see with the mod, it has 4 cartridges. So we can put in the tracker, we can put in the GPS, we can put in a battery, we can now get rid of this one, we can put in the Atmo analyzer, and the, well, if I wanted, the network analyzer. Don't really care for that, or care to right now. Okay, but yes, silicon and I think steel. Oh no, because I made some more steel, didn't I? 59 there, 2 there, none there, none there. Okay. So I really do need more steel. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, reason why I did this is turn it on, left click, left click. There we go. 889 plus 3, 1100. So, yeah, I think that might be enough to do. Let's put a little bit of pressure in. Get them degassed. And turn it on and see if it gets hot enough. Well, I should probably have included a vent on this. You know what, I can do that. Let's see. Spanner. Insulated pipe. Bendy bit. Bendy bit. And let's have some fun with this. The valve like that. Now I can use cheap pipes. This won't come back to bite me in the ass at all, will it? Of course not. I can use that to vent the furnace, while still keeping that gas relatively hot. And that should be hot enough to smelt them now that they've degassed. I mean, I could always throw more ices at it. God knows I have enough. Okay, let's get rid of the heavy breathing again. While that's doing that business. That one. Are these really all empty? Yes, they are. That should be okay. Shut that off. Turn this back on. And there we go, straight away. I can go back in. What else was it? Copper. Good enough. Right, so I'm also going to have to go mining again. What a surprise. I'm going to need to print a bunch of valves. That's going to require maybe more copper than I have. That was not what I wanted. One of them. It gets rid of the half. Actually, that can live down there with those. Alright, how many valves can I print? None. 18. Well, no, not 18. Well, yeah, about that. But I only want half a dozen. So maybe not even that many. I'll print 6 anyway. That has nothing in it, so that can get turned off. Not going to be using that for a bit. A slightly longer episode this time because I'm being a bit of a Doris, it seems. Right, so we could put the water directly above it for some little funkiness. Or we could put it next door and be boring about it. Or we could put it behind. You can put it on the side. Don't know. Right, so fuel goes in, gets burnt into hot steam and waste gases. That tank is filtered by this, which will put the steam into here. All the waste just stays in there. Then we need a bunch of condensation valves from this going into the water tank. And attached to both, we will probably need to put some cooling in. So I'm going to need some big radiators. I'm going to need some more frames to expand this. Yeah, so fair bit of stuff still needs to be done. I need to get power down here. Shouldn't be a major issue. But we're getting to the point where I might need to start thinking about transformers. But that will be in a future episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you found something of use, interest, or amusing. And I will see you in the next one. 54 Bear out.